Hi, I'm Kat, I play games, and I built a house for an Animal Crossing villager in The Sims 4. This is the same as my other villager houses, so it's a micro home using the tiny living kit. I did it the same size and shape as the others. I haven't done one of these in a little while because I lost all the progress on my Animal Crossing island and had to start again. So this is a whole new set of villagers I've got, and this is Bill the duck. The outside and the inside of Bill's house don't really match each other. So I've got a snowy escape roof on the outside, even though it looks kind of like a log cabin on the game. I used an outdoor retreat siding on the outside, and I put the closest thing I could get to the in-game door with base game for both the door and the window, and a little chimney at the back. I used this wall decoration item to do the logs down the front of Bill's house. I don't think they're especially even, but it was as good as I could get, and then I went for the inside floor plan. I just went for the 3x1 tile bathroom because I needed quite a lot of space just for Bill's dining table, which we'll see. I gave him a snowy escape flooring and some custom content in the bathroom with snowy escape walls in the rest of the house. For a lot of the build I was using just base game and snowy escape, but in the end I did add some other stuff in. I just put some bathroom clutter in after I'd put in the appliances. Most of my clutter was custom content, including the mirror. I just put in a couple of little towels in different sizes and a mirror over the sink, and I was pretty happy with that for the moment. Bill's house inside is very Japanese inspired, so I gave him as close a match as I could for the table and chairs, which were both base game. And then I cluttered them up with a load of food items and a plant as well. It's supposed to look just really full of food, but that was the best I could do in The Sims. There's a little sort of side table in a dark wood that I was trying to reproduce. I used a base game one and then clipped some snowy escape items underneath it, which was the closest I could get. And then I put the gramophone on top as well. I put a pretty huge custom content fridge in, and then I used some snowy escape counters with a custom content oven as well. I spent a while in clutter trying to find the little bamboo steamers that Bill's got, and the closest I could get was these little wicker baskets. I put in a snowy escape bin inside, and for now I used a Happy Home mailbox, but I do end up changing it. I've got a base game bed in dark wood and red, which kind of matches the aesthetic of his house, and I put this item up from Snowy Escape above the kitchen, which does look like something he has in his house. I used the little tiny living shelf in the bathroom and this absolutely perfect city living divider. The closest I could get to the cherry blossom in his house was this item from Businesses and Hobbies. It had to be sized down and I could only get sort of close to the right colour, but it was good enough. And then I added a plain red rug underneath the table and resized that to fit. In the game, Bill also has this sort of little stone item with some cherry blossom water inside it. I thought at first I could reproduce it outside with a pond, so I did a little bit of terrain work. I sort of got everything together, got terrain paint down around it, and tried to add in these rocks from Riviera Retreat, which was what I really wanted to achieve the effect. But they don't like to be placed on ponds, and in the end I decided I'd be better off using pool instead. So I flattened off all of my terrain again, I left the rocks where they were, and I just added a little rounded pool. I did have to move the house a couple of times during this process. At first I put it really far over, and then when I had the pool in place properly, I just sort of brought it back. I used Get Together for the pool trim and then a load of snowy escape rocks around the edges, and I just gave it a bit more of a gravel texture outside the pool and a cherry blossom water, which worked out really well. My mailbox disappeared and I didn't find it again until I took the screenshots, so I added in another one that I liked better, and I started doing terrain paint around the house and the pool terrain, and I started adding a bunch of trees as well. So I was trying to put stuff that would look sort of right in Snowy Escape and Japanese inspired. I couldn't find a lot that I liked, but I went into debug in the end and got some better stuff. For the walk to the house, I decided to use the Zen Garden tiles from Snowy Escape, and I just put a little edge in on those with terrain paint. I added more of the Snowy Escape Zen Garden rocks on there, and then I decided I was going to have to go in a debug. I managed to get a couple of little flowers from the main stuff, but not enough, so I went into debug, found this bamboo and some low-lying plants. I just put those around the edges. There was some little ferns and some grasses. At first I thought I would use this big archway, but it kind of just blocked the view of the house and I didn't like it, so I got rid of it. I replaced some trees and just got everything the way I wanted it to look, and with the landscaping done and the arch gone, I was done, so enjoy the screenshots. Please consider a like and subscribe.